with blue and pink. And we'll look at the Storm Elite starting lineup. Number 13 is Kirsten Young. 14, Jalen Brooks. As there's a jumper by Brooks, no good. And we'll have a travel. Possession will stay with the Storm. Number 20 is Brooklyn O'Clair. 23 is Amani Wynn. And number 30 is Sierra McCoy. Will meet the starters for the Sparks here on their next possession. So Storm with the basketball just underway. Young with it up top. Man-to-man defense by the Sparks. Pass intercepted there by Mason of the Sparks. And they'll set it up top for the Sparks. Number 32 is Izzy Scott. Number 11 is Amber Scott. As here's a layup. No good by Eau Claire. Mason will bring it up for the Sparks. Jayla Horner, number 15, Jada Mason, 24. And Anna Armstrong, number 12 for the Sparks. The Sparks are coached by Todd Scott. And the Sparks reside out of Adams County in Ohio. Kentucky Storm Elite. With basketball still no score. 12-15 clock running. We play two 14-minute halves. As I believe they're going to get a foul on Amani Wynn, so possession will go to the Sparks. Storm will pick up full court. 12-15 left. As we said, two 14-minute halves for the 7th grade. Both teams come in with a record of 1-1. McCoyns. As here's the steal by Mason. Mason's shot is up and no good. But she'll go to the line as she is fouled by Sierra McCoy. So Jada Mason to the free throw line. First free throw is up and good. Second free throw is up and good as well. So the Sparks are on the board first. They're with the early 2-0 lead. Young, step back three, put it on the board. That was Kirsten Young. 3-2 lead for Kentucky Storm. And on the tie up here, possession, I believe will stay with the Sparks.
Hey, get up! Get up! Make sure we call!
And yes, it does. So Izzy Scott will throw it into Horner. Back to Scott. Shot inside, partially blocked. And here come the Storm. Brooks. Pull-up jumper baseline is going to be a little short. Izzy Scott has the ball taken away from her by Young. Another step-back three, no good. Rebound is secured by Armstrong. She'll give it to Mason, and there's a foul in the backcourt on the Storm, and they are going to get Young with the foul. And checking in for Kentucky Storm will be number 1, Madeline Spencer, number 2, Sydney Bowman, number 3, Rosemary Miller, as Mason will lose the ball out of bounds. Number 24, Kendall Palmer, and number 35, Adeline Bohms. So the Storm. Palmer brings it up. 10:55 clock running here in the first half. Ball still loose. And finally secured by Mason of the Sparks. She'll take it coast to coast. Runner no good. Rebound secured by Bowman. And she is going to be fouled. Now the Storm just subbed 5 players in. They have 10 players today. So they can run 10 deep at you. The Sparks with only 6 players. So they have to avoid foul trouble as there's a little baby hook up and good there by Adeline Bohms. Storm lead, but now by 3. Ball knocked out of bounds and here into our table by Madeline Spencer. And the Sparks will take it. Out of bounds. Izzy Scott gives it to Horner. Back to Scott. Long 3 ball, no good. Rebound secured by the Storm, and they'll look to push. Man-to-man defense applied by the Sparks. Off the dribble, Horner with the rejection. Nice block by the kid. The Storm looking to trap everywhere on the floor. Horner's turnaround jumper, no good. Storm push all the way to the basket, but losing the ball out of bounds will be Kendall Palmer. Possession will go to the Sparks, and coming in will be Aubrey Mead for the Sparks. You see the Storm really wanting to speed up this game, and they're doing it here in the early going. Pass underneath, layup no good, but rebound secured by Miller. Jumper by Bowman no good. But going to the free throw line will be Spencer as she's fouled on the shot. Storm so far forcing turnovers and really hitting the offensive boards. Spencer's first free throw is up and no good. 5-2, Storm with the early lead. 9:19 left here in the first half. Second free throw by Spencer is good. And timeout Sparks. And I tell you what, we'll take one too. 9:18 left here in the first half. Storm lead by 4. We'll be right back on GBA TV. All right, welcome back. The Kingdom Sports Center, 5th annual GBA Flyer Classic. 6-2 Storm with the lead. Mason's pass to Mead. Mead's jumper, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it will go to the Storm. We want to thank GBA Nation for watching us on GBA TV. If by Facebook, hit the like and share button. And subscribe on YouTube, GBA TV. Storm's pressure has really wreaked havoc for the Sparks. There's Horner's second block here in the first half. Mason's layup attempt is no good, but she'll go to the free throw line. And the question will be, will the Sparks out of Adams County, will they be able to hold up to this relentless full court pressure with only 6 players today. First free throw by Mason is up and no good. Jada Mason, second free throw attempt. No good as well. Rebound is secured by Spencer. Storm will set it up. Pass inside to Spencer. Is knocked out of bounds, and they say the ball will go off of Spencer. Give the ball to the Sparks. Diamond press applied by the Storm. There will be a foul in the backcourt. And I believe they will get Rosemary Miller on the foul. Still 6-2 Storm. 8.5 minutes left here in the first half, and there's another turnover for the Sparks. Pass to the basket to Spencer, and her shot's no good, but another offensive rebound by the Storm. Loose ball, Horner comes up with it. And now Mason will be called for a travel. So another turnover for the Sparks. Here come 5 more fresh bodies, the original starters. Anna Armstrong will check back in for the Sparks. Give the Sparks credit, a lot of turnovers, but their defense is keeping them in it thus far. Stick back by Eau Claire, no good. Horner with another rebound, but she loses it. And off the turnover, Scott gives it to Mason, runner no good. Horner, stick back up and good, and count it. That was Jayla Horner with the hoop and harm for the Sparks. And it's 6-4. Sparks with an opportunity. They cut it to 1. Horner's free throw, she banks it in. Sparks within 1. And here's a rare turnover for the Storm. Sparks and Storm Elite both come in to today's action with a record of 1-1. Remember, today, championship round, it's win or go home. As getting fouled on the shot is going to be Amani Wynn. And Wynn will go to the free throw line. Storm creating a lot of turnovers and really getting second and third chance shot opportunities on the offensive boards, but just not able to get their offense rolling. Second free throw, no good. But another offensive rebound. Young here's a jumper. No good, but the stick back is up and good by Brooklyn Eau Claire. So 3-point lead for the Storm. Just under 7 minutes here in the first half. And there's a travel. Storm's diamond press really giving the Sparks issues. Shot inside by Wynn, no good. Stick back, no good. Eau Claire with the rebound. She'll give it to Young for a jumper. She hit a 3 earlier in the game, but that one no good. Possession back to the Sparks. Steal by Young. She gives it to Wynn up top, and Wynn will travel. Nice defense there by Jada Mason. Marcus Harris, the head coach, Kentucky Storm, applauding his team's efforts right beside our broadcast table. And the Sparks with yet another turnover, but they only trail by 3. Young has it.
Work, work.
It's this man-to-man Sparks defense. Jumper in the corner by Wynn, no good. Rebound comes down to Mason. And again, Storm with 4 players in the backcourt. Pass goes to Armstrong. Jumper by Scott, no good. Scott again from the perimeter, no good. And the ball will go off of Mason. And possession will go over to Kentucky Storm Elite. Just under 6 minutes left here in the first half, and there's a foul in the backcourt. And that's going to be on Amber Scott. So Aubrey Mead will check in for the Sparks. Near still, but Storm has it. But the Storm will throw it away. You're watching 7th grade action here on GBA TV. Thanks for tuning in. So possession will go over to Kentucky Storm. 5.5 minutes left. There's a steal. Oh, but just losing it out of bounds is Anna Armstrong. So the Sparks, who have been plagued with turnovers here in the first half, they have forced some the last 3 to 4 minutes as well. It's been a defensive struggle. 3 ball in the corner by Wynn, no good. Mead secures the rebound, but here's the turnover. Wynn, strong to the basket, off the glass and good by Amani Wynn. So Wynn being able to score off the bounce. Mason has the ball knocked away. And I believe we're going to have a foul. Yeah, they're going to get Sierra McCoy on the foul. As Horner going on the floor to keep possession for the Sparks. And that is the 7th team foul for Storm. So the Sparks will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. 4:51 remaining here in the first half. Horner's free throw up, no good. Rebound comes down to Eau Claire. She gives it to Brooks. Brooks to the basket, no good. Wins. Stick back, no good. Mead off and running for the Sparks, but knocking the ball out of bounds will be Jalen Brooks. So Sparks get the ball to Horner at the basket. Her stick back is no good, and possession will stay with the Sparks. Sparks in the white uniforms, blue numerals outlined in pink. Kentucky Storm Elite in the black uniforms, orange numerals. Another turnover for the Sparks will give possession back to the Storm. Nearing the 4-minute mark here in the first half. McCoy jumper, good. That was a deep 2 by Sierra McCoy. 12-5 Storm lead. And Storm with possession again. Win. Baseline. Cut off by Horner. And the shot will go out of bounds. Another block shot. Shot no good there by Bohms. So a fresh 5 back in for the Storm. And there's a foul on Armstrong. 3:26 Sparks down 7, just trying to get to halftime where they can regroup. Fatigue, understandable, is setting in on the Sparks. As we said, with just 6 players. Jumper from the elbow, no good by Miller. But possession will stay with the Storm. 3:16 remaining in the first half. Horner with the steal. Sparks look to push. Izzy Scott gets it to Meade. Her jumper no good. Rebound comes down to the Storm, and they're off and rolling. That's Palmer. Coast to coast off the glass, no good. Rebound by Miller up and no good. Deep 3 ball, no good by Palmer. Another offensive rebound by the Storm. But on the tie-up, possession will go to the Sparks. Amber Scott will check in to give Horner a breather. Be interesting to see how the Sparks are able to rebound with Horner on the bench. She has controlled the board for them. 3-on-1 break. Spencer to the basket. Her shot's no good. Stick back up and no good by Bohms. So the Sparks. Scott, deep 3, partially blocked. Rebound saved by Bohms, and here's a run out. Spencer gives it to Bowman. Layup good. Give Spencer the assist on the Sydney Bowman basket. And here's another steal. Palmer, no good. And the Sparks will be fouled in the backcourt. And I believe they're going to get Madeline Spencer, so the Sparks will walk to the other end, down 14-5. And we'll see who's going to the free throw line. And again, the Storm pressure coming in. They have really gotten into the legs of the Sparks. Free throw by Amber Scott is no good, so the Storm will take possession. And the difference in this game has been the depth of this Kentucky Storm elite. Running in 5 bodies at a time, and there's a nice baby hook baseline, and that's good by Adeline Bohms. 16-5. Here's another steal, and going to the free throw line will be Kendall Palmer. So the Storm really looking to open this lead up. They've got it to 11. This is the first double-digit lead they've had in the first half, and there's still 1:25 left. Free throw, no good by Palmer. Both teams have struggled from the free throw line. Sparks have had more opportunities, but haven't been able to take advantage of it. Second free throw, no good as well. Rebound ran down by Mason. But the ball will go off the Sparks. Storm have it. There's a foul on the block before the shot. And I believe they got Amber Scott on the foul. So 1:19 left. Storm will take it out. Pass inside the Bohms. Her shot's no good. Rebound secured by Amber Scott. And Amber will go to the line. 4 free throws. Once again, we want to thank GBA Nation for watching us on GBA TV. If by Facebook, hit the like and share button. And be sure to subscribe on YouTube at GBA TV as the first free throw is up and good by Amber Scott. Second free throw is good, but they're going to say Scott stepped on the line. So wave off the second free throw. Then it's 16-6. We're nearing the 1 minute mark here of the first half. Seventh grade action. Coming to you from the Kingdom Sports Center, Franklin, Ohio, 5th annual Dayton Flyer Classic. Pass inside, stolen by Bowman. The Miller, layup, no good. Mason has it for the Sparks, and she is double teamed. As the pass will go off a Storm. So give it to the Sparks underneath. Izzy Scott will throw it in. We have 40 seconds left here in the first half. Scott gives it to Mason. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound. Muscled out of there by Bones. Runner to the basket. Euro step. Layup good. Kendall Palmer. Impressive move. Spencer with the steal. Bowman comes up with it. Back to Spencer. Layup good. 4 unanswered points by the Storms. They've opened up their largest lead of 14. Here's another steal at the basket. Layup no good by Palmer. Stick back by Miller no good. And that ends the first half here at the 5th annual GBA Flyer Classic at the Kingdom Sports Center here in beautiful Franklin, Ohio. Your score at the half: Kentucky Storm Elite 20, Sparks 6. It's the championship round of the 7th grade division. We'll step aside and be back for second half action. Hello, GBA Nation. And we would like to thank you for joining us on GBA TV. And if you're watching us on Facebook, be sure to like us. And if you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. Hello, GBA Nation. We look forward to seeing you in Cincinnati, Ohio at Sports Plus for our Easter Cincy Classic, April 19th and 20th. That's right. Games will be played on Friday and Saturday, with all games being done by 6 p.m. on Saturday. The deadline for the Cincy Easter Classic is April 14th. Hello, GBA Nation. And we hope to see you in Cincinnati, Ohio, April 13th and 14th for the GBA State Championships. Remember, deadline is April the 7th, and the state championships will be held at Court for Sports. Hello, GBA Nation. We hope to see you in Columbus, Ohio, April 6th and 7th for the Panther Classic. And remember, the deadline to enter is March 31st. Welcome back to Kingdom Sports Center in Franklin, Ohio. And we want to thank you for joining us here on GBA TV. If you're watching by Facebook, be sure to hit the like and share button or subscribe to YouTube at GBA TV. And remember, these games live streamed. If you would like a copy, a DVD, please be sure to just contact the GBA offices or go to gbabasketball.com for more information. .tv. So go to gba.tv. GBAbasketball.tv for more action. And speaking of action, to start the second half, that's what the Sparks needed. Jada Mason with the layup to cut it to 12. Young. Jumper no good. Rebound battled, and here's a stick back. It's up and good by Sierra McCoy. So that allows the Storm to set up in their diamond press, which really forced a lot of turnovers in the first half. Armstrong's pass inside intended for Horner. It's knocked around. And then we got a brief injury timeout as Jayla Horner, who's really played well for the Sparks, will leave. Let's hope she's okay. Aubrey Meade checks in for the Sparks. Just underway here in the second half. So Izzy Scott, guarded tight by McCoy. Loose ball coming up with it is Wynn for the Storm. She'll give it up top to McCoy. Her pass nearly stolen by Armstrong. McCoy, nice reversal. Three ball, no good by Kirsten Young. Wynn will dial up a three, no good. Rebound secured there by Eau Claire. So Storm, control, nice drive baseline layup, good by Kirsten Young. 16-point lead. Jump ball. Oh, they're going to get a foul. So the foul's on McCoy. It's good to see Horner back into the game. She'll replace Meade. I'm impressed as there's a foul on Jalen Brooks. Unable to cut Mason off on the sideline. Mason has a 2-on-1 break. Runner no good. Rebound secured by Wynn. Storm look to push in transition. McCoy has it up top. As Brooks will be fouled before the shot. Fouls on Mason of the Sparks. 11:56 remaining in the contest here. Championship round. Win or go home day at the 5th annual Flyer Classic. The ball's knocked out of bounds. And I tell you, this Kentucky Storm Elite team, they do not allow you to hardly breathe without pressure. Pass inside is stolen. Brooks pushes. The Young spin move. She'll bring it back out. It's nice defense there. Amber Scott will knock the ball out for the Sparks. This is a deep and talented Kentucky Storm Elite. So they've been able to run 5 fresh bodies in at a time to try to wear down this Sparks team, who's limited today with just 6 players. Rebound comes down to Izzy Scott. Izzy has been busy thus far for the Sparks. Sparks take a timeout. We will too. 11-12 left in the contest here from Franklin. 24-8 Storm. We'll step aside and be right back. Hello, GBA Nation, and we would like to thank you for joining us on GBA TV. And if you're watching us on Facebook, be sure to like us. And if you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. Hello, GBA Nation. We look forward to seeing you in Cincinnati, Ohio at Sports Plus for our Easter Cincy Classic, April 19th and 20th. That's right. Games will be played on Friday and Saturday. Wow, that guy has a face for TV, I tell you. Sparks with possession. Oh, as Strasser comes up with a steal here on the side. We'll give it to the Storm. That'll be the only time I get a basketball in my hand and I don't shoot. As Storm with the basketball up 16. Really looking to open it up. Rebound by Wynn inside. Horner battles for it. They're going to get Horner with the foul. And let's hope that Wynn is okay. Both teams playing hard. Diving on the floor and picking up the foul will be Izzy Scott. And again, the Sparks, they have to avoid foul trouble. Brooks, floater down the lane is good. Jalen Brooks has opened up the largest lead of the game for the Storm. And they're going to get Brooks with the foul. And here come a fresh 5 for the Storm. Again, that'll be Spencer, Bowman, Miller, Palmer, and Bohms. Checking in for the Storm. Remember, if you get a 20-point lead in the second half, it becomes a running clock. And Storm, leading by 18, are looking to do that. Again, diamond press. Ball knocked out of bounds there by Palmer. So Sparks maintain possession. As again, the ball knocked out of bounds. So the Sparks have worked the ball to their end of the court. Pass intended for Horner, knocked away. Pass goes inside. Layup good. Anna Armstrong with the basket. Off the Amber Scott pass. Floater down the lane. No good by Palmer, but she will be fouled by Horner. So Kendall Palmer to the line for 2 free throws. First free throw, nothing but the bottom of the net. 17-point lead for the Storm. Second free throw. Palmer misses that one, but the rebound is secured by Miller. She'll give the ball back out to Palmer. Jumper in and out by Miller. Battle for the rebound, Spencer. And her shot will be partially rejected by Horner. Jayla Horner's had about 4 to 5 blocked shots for the Sparks. Storm having trouble getting the ball in, and it's stolen by Izzy Scott, and she'll be fouled by Spencer in the backcourt. Storm have accumulated a lot of fouls, as well as forcing turnovers in this diamond press. But remember, 10 deep. So they got fouls to play with. Armstrong triple team near half court. Bounce pass inside, layup, no good by Scott. So Storm come out with it, up 17. Deep three from way downtown, no good by Palmer. Izzy Scott on the run out. Layup blocked. And Bones returns that one. So the Sparks will take it out of bounds, and there's a violation. I believe they're going to say Scott stepped on the baseline throwing it in. Man defense by the Sparks. Drive, no good. Stick back is up and good. And that one was by Madeline Spencer. Steal. Yo-yo dribble, layup good by Rosemary Miller. And another violation, throwing the ball in, and here comes 5 more fresh bodies by the Storm. As they smell blood in the water here, up 21, we've reached the running clock stage. And this Sparks team, they have battled. But you can see them slowly starting to run out of gas here. Brooks, jumper, no good. Rebound will go off of Eau Claire and back to the Sparks. So the Storm, with a victory here, will move on in their quest to get to the championship. The Sparks will see their 2019 GBA Flyer Classic run end. Nice steal by Izzy Scott. Shot partially blocked by Wynn. Out of bounds, possession will go to the Sparks. Under 8 minutes left. Running clock now. Horner. Shot inside, no good. Wynn battles for it, and she will be fouled by Horner. So Horner gets up. She's limping just a little bit. She will leave the game as Amber Scott will check back in. McCoy brings it up, gets a high ball screen. 3 ball, no good. Rebound by Eau Claire. Young drives baseline, and there's a collision with Amber Scott. Let's hope both kids are okay. They seem to be. Storm will take it out underneath their own basket. Near steal by Scott. Horner back into the game. Todd Scott, the coach for the Sparks, he's done a good job with only 6 players, trying to give the kids a break when they need it. Mason off the steal, layup no good. But Jada Mason will go to the line. So Mason will shoot 2 free throws. First free throw, no good. Want to thank Caleb Graham and Rachel Strasser working behind the scenes, working the camera and the scoreboard. Stick back by Meade, no good. As Mason will bounce it off, or attempt to bounce it off one of the Storm players. But possession will go back to the Storm. Under 6 minutes left. Wynn gives the ball to Young. Young loves to get baseline. Near steal, and it is stolen by Mason. Back-to-back steals by Mason. Layup good. So that gets the lead back under 20. Young with the long jumper is good. Foot was on the line.
Let's go. Give me two.
So back to a 21-point lead after the Young jumper. Rebound inside by Meade, partially blocked there by Eau Claire. So possession will stay with the Sparks. 5 minutes, clock running here in the second half. We want to thank GBA Nation for watching us on GBA TV. If you're watching by Facebook, hit the like and share button. And be sure to subscribe on YouTube at GBA TV.
Go five. Go five. Go five.
So the Storm will bring it up.
Go to work, Jay. Go to work, Jay. It's your world. It's your world.
Brooks gives it to McCoy. McCoy, floater from the free throw line, no good. Will give the ball back to the Sparks.
Sit down, Jay. Extend your hand.
4 minutes left. Mason gets baseline. Her shot blocked by Wynn. Loose ball. Young has it. Storm look to push. 3 ball. No good. Stick back by Wynn, and she will draw a foul and go to the line for 2. Monty Wynn. Will go to the free throw line. Wynn buried a deep 3 early in this game. It really started the run for the Storm. Free throw up and good by Amani.
Hey, y'all hear me?
34-12. Storm. Second free throw. No good. So we're also doing post-game interviews on GBA TV as well.
Good job, Jay.
And we'll look to talk to the Kentucky Storm Elite. Head coach Marcus Harris. So be sure to tune in on GBA TV throughout the day for not only live stream, but interviews. So loose balls. Again, Storm comes up with it. Good defense by Horner with another block. And Horner will be fouled in the backcourt. I believe they're going to get Eau Claire with the foul. So we're nearing the 2-minute mark here. Kentucky Storm Elite will keep their tournament run going. And the Sparks will see theirs come to an end. Storm off and running. That's Brooks. Coast to coast. Layup good. Jalen Brooks with the deuce. Still up top by McCoy. Layup, no good. Rebound battle for Amber Scott on the foul. There'll be a jump ball, so 5 more in for the Storm. As we're approaching the 1-minute mark here in this ball game. Congratulations to the Kentucky Storm Elite. They will move on in the 7th grade division. And props for the Sparks, who will see their tournament run come to an end. But a game effort for the Sparks. So 1-1. Going to the free throw line will be Izzy Scott. Be sure to join us for our second game. We'll be live streaming. As the first free throw is up and good. Second free throw, no good. Scott gets her own rebound, no good. Stick back up, no good as well by Armstrong. Sparks still battling, and they come up with the loose ball. As our next game, we'll go with 10th, 11th grade action. Be the Dayton Vipers, and we got next. We'll bring that game to you here on GBA TV. 14 seconds left. Tie up, and that should do it. Your final score here from the Kingdom Sports Center, host of the 5th annual Dayton Flyer Classic. Final score, Kentucky Storm Elite 36, Sparks 13. Storm Elite advance. We'll step aside and get you set for Game 2 on Championship Sunday here on GBA TV. Thanks for